first, just to get on record here, how many clients right now are you representing?
Right now, I represent 10 plaintiffs in the case, but we've had contact by many others, and we get more inquiries every day. We are seeking class action certification in the case.
All right, out of those 10 that you're representing for sure right now, do they in any way, shape, or form have any ties to drugs or drug trafficking?
No.
So no prior history?
Nothing that would suggest it was appropriate for them to be pulled over and robbed this way by the police.
Okay, so here's what's happening. The police are saying, look, we've got a huge drug trafficking problem along that route, and so we're doing what we have to do. First of all, do you agree that there is a huge drug trafficking problem along that stretch of highway?
I wouldn't know one way or the other. I don't think that justifies what they've done.
All right, well, let's talk about that then, because they say, yes, there is a major drug problem, and that's why they are using search and seizure practices that they call, quote, a legitimate use of the state's asset forfeiture law. What do you know about the state's asset forfeiture law?
I know that there's now a major effort going on in the Texas legislature to try to reform it, because it is subject to abuse. But the stops we're complaining about are in violation of that statute as it exists now. Typically, these people are stopped, no drugs are found, and only their money and valuables are taken.
So if they're innocent, we're being told that they are voluntarily signing over their belongings so the cops can just take the jewelry, the money, the car. Is that true?
Well, that's what the cops have been doing. The ones we're complaining about. We don't think they should be able to get away with that. That's certainly what the whole lawsuit is about.
So basically your clients feel they're being threatened, and if they don't turn over these specific items, what are the cops saying they're going to do to your clients? What are your clients saying?
They're threatening our clients with criminal prosecutions, with arrest. Understand, these people are driving through town, and the only way they're going to be able to continue on their way is if they forfeit whatever valuable possessions the police want.
The mayor's given us a statement about all this. Quote, we're in the business of enforcing the law. When this lawsuit is over, I'd like to speak to the press further. I'm not able to do it while the lawsuit is pending. Mayor George Bowers, by the way, is named as one of the defendants in that federal suit. This incredible story was brought to our and the nation's attention by the Chicago Tribune's Southwest Bureau Chief, Howard Witt. He's been covering racial justice issues in the South for some time. Howard, great to see you.
Happy to be here.
All right, I had a chance to talk to one of the attorneys. Obviously, we're just getting statements from the mayor with regard to this. He won't come on. But what seems to be at issue here is this state's asset forfeiture law. And my question to you is, are police officers operating legally under this asset forfeiture law and taking these things from individuals that haven't even been charged in many cases and never convicted?
Yes, the police and the local district attorney there say they are operating within the law, and it appears as if they are. Texas has an asset forfeiture law similar to many other states, and it basically allows police to seize assets that are used or suspected of being used in commission of a crime. The law, as it currently exists, does not require a person to have been convicted of any crime or even charged with any crime before the police can actually seize their assets. This is a loophole that Texas state senator now is even right now just introduced a bill yesterday in the Texas legislature trying to close this loophole based largely on what's happening in this small town in East Texas. Okay,
interesting. You said they operate suspecting that these individuals did something wrong. So right now it's legal for a police officer to go, okay, nice car. Okay, we could have something there. Let me pull them over. Let me figure out a way to do that. Maybe I should ask you, how are they pulling these individuals over?
Well, the probable cause to pull them over appears to be traffic violations. So in some cases they accuse somebody of speeding or crossing the center line or something like that.
Got it. So do they need probable cause to say, let me see how much cash you have. Let me see your jewelry.
Well, apparently not. I mean, this is going to be at issue in this lawsuit as it makes its way through the courts. But essentially what the police are doing is once they pull somebody over, they do a search, they discover that they may be carrying, several $1,000s in cash, or they have jewelry or other property, the police then give them an offer that basically the people can't refuse. They say, either you sign this document in which you voluntarily waive your right to all of your cash and property, or else we're going to charge you with money laundering. Well, even though the charge may be trumped up, the victims in this are usually out-of-town drivers, and they don't want to face the prospect of having to come back multiple times to this town, hire an attorney, try to fight to clear their name, so they basically make a calculation that I guess I just better sign away my property, or else I'm going to have to come back here and fight these criminal charges.
But don't the officers need proof that they were money laundering? I mean, I would think, I didn't take this. I'm not money laundering, so I'm going to, up yours. I'm out of here. You've got no proof.
Apparently they don't, because according to the documents, the affidavits that the officers signed, it's enough for them to simply say that we suspect that there is this money laundering, and they use that leverage against the folks to get them to voluntarily sign away their property. So it seems like quite a loophole.